Eala comes from 4-0 down, saves match point in dramatic Abu Dhabi second-round win. Alexandra Eala pulled off a late comeback Wednesday night in Abu Dhabi, rallying past Alexandra Sasnovich to reach the quarterfinals after a 3-set battle on stadium court. Eala dropped the opening set in front of a heavily pro-Filipino crowd, but broke in the final game of the second set to force a decider. From there, she erased a 4-0 deficit and saved a match point before closing out a 2-6, 6-4, 7-6, 5 win in nearly 3 hours. "These moments are moments I only have dreamed about," Eala said in her on-court interview. "Selling out stadiums is insane, and being in these matches in particular are just really the ones that kind of stick with you. And I've had a lot of them in the past year, so I'm really happy with this win." The victory sends her to the quarterfinals, where she will face number 2 seed Ekaterina Alexandrova. It marks Eala's 5th career quarterfinal at the WTA Tour Driven by Mercedes-Benz level, but her spot in the last 8 was in doubt for much of Wednesday's match. Sasnovich came out firing, dominating on serve and at one point winning 9 straight points from the line. She dropped just 6 points on serve in the opening set, won all of her first serve points, and didn't face a break point. Sasnovich broke again to open the second set, but the match flipped quickly. Eala generated 11 break points in the set, fueled by 19 Sasnovich unforced errors after just 4 in the first set. The 31-year-old fought off several of Eala's advances, but was unable to hold when serving to stay in the set, sending the match to a decider after a 66-minute second set. Sasnovich broke again to start the third set, quieting a crowd that had willed Eala forward all night, and raised to a 4-0 lead in 17 minutes. Things went from bad to worse for Eala when she faced a break point that would have put her down 5-0 and all but sealed her fate. But whether through fate or simply her own relentlessness, she never backed down. Not after Sasnovich broke again for 5-2. Not when she faced match point in the next game. And not when Sasnovich had another chance to serve it out at 5-4. Instead, Eala stormed back to take a 6-5 lead. After Sasnovich held her serve and her nerve to force a tiebreak, Eala delivered one last escape. Trailing 5-4 with a match on Sasnovich's racket, she won the final 3 points to leave her opponent, and the raucous crowd stunned. "I really tried my best in those moments to fight," Eala said. "I really tried to find the fight. And in the end, I think when I was coming back, I was able to find it. So I'm really proud of that." Eala won the match despite winning 10 fewer total points, 121-111, and trailing in several key statistical categories. The 20-year-old will look to continue her heroics in the quarterfinals against Alexandrova in what is set to be their first career meeting. Bensic withdraws as Alexandrova, Bejlek, and Kato advance to Abu Dhabi quarterfinals. Wednesday was set to be a busy day in Abu Dhabi, and singles action opened with a dominant performance from Alexandrova, who dropped just 3 games in a straight sets win over Diana Yastremska. Though Alexandrova is best known for her overpowering serve, it was her return game that stood out. She dismantled Yastremska's serve, winning more than 64% of points on the Ukrainian's first serve. She generated 9 break points and converted 6, cruising into her first quarterfinal of the season, where she will face Eala. She'll enter as the highest seed remaining after defending champion and number 1 seed Belinda Bencic withdrew due to illness, a development that also guarantees Alexandrova a return to the top 10 on Monday regardless of her results this week. Bencic's withdrawal opened a spot for a lucky loser, rewarding Renata Zarazua with a spot in the second round and a chance to play her way into the quarterfinals. But Zarazua was unable to capitalize as qualifier Sonia Kato romped to a 6-0, 6-3 win in 57 minutes. Kato was untouchable on serve, dropping just 7 points, 32 of 39, and not facing a break point throughout the match. While the quick turnaround may have contributed to Zarazua's struggles, it shouldn't diminish the Briton's performance. Nor does it change the fact that Kato is headed to her 4th career quarterfinal. There, she will face 20-year-old Sara Bejlek, who upset number 7 seed Yelena Ostapenko earlier in the day in straight sets to reach her 2nd career quarterfinal, and her first on a hard court. Bejlek broke the former French Open champion in the final game of the opening set, then struck first in the second set for a 3-1 lead. Ostapenko responded immediately with a break to get back on serve, but Bejlek broke again in the next game before serving out the match. It marked the 3rd top 30 win of the young Czech's career.